Now with the play clock down to 2 this first quarter. Red zone. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get into it. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down. Fight 60. Hut.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Ready?
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
22 needle.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's top-shelf material.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Wilson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of first down around the 22. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down around the 35-yard line. But Dafe Owe able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On first down, again, they go with Armstead. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll give it back to Armstead. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
17.
Armstead running straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly, they get to the line. A young who you can see changing the play. Armstead running to the left. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That throw by Young incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense skims down with that one. That's a huge offensive swing, but credit the defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's Young off play action. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On play action, Young. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes. You've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Not that.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll start with the option. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Young going to move him around. Young off the play fake. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Inside the 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That 2nd down play, that's a -4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, whether it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll stay with the run, and Armstead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Young off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he'll go down and for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red, yellow, ready.
Young to throw it. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Green jack.
The play fake, now Young. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Young, he's going to change it up. To throw is Young. Off play action. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Carolina! Chris Godwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 13 yards.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
36 power.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Young now after the fumble recovery. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
White. Ready?
They go play action. Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge challenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, it's McLaughlin. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The tackle at the 47-yard line. It's a gain.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's into the clear again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have